यार ये Hello everyone, hello to all my class 9 students out here. So this time I kept in mind that this is the live for class 9. Hi, how are you all? Just let me know, am I audible and visible to all the students watching me right now or not? If you guys are facing any issue regarding the voice or visibility, you can share that with me before starting the session. So as you can see on the board, the chapter's name is Shaping of the Earth's Surface from class 9. And I'm aware that most of the students might be thinking, ma'ams, what about the books? They have not come yet. So students, see, the books are not yet uploaded by CBSE, but the academic curriculum is already uploaded to us by CBSE, right? As per that, what we are doing, we are preparing the chapters for you. Like if I talk about this chapter, that is Shaping of Earth's Surface, if you are someone not aware about what is going on the channel right now, so this is Deeksha Vedantu, CBSE English, and I am your SST faculty Tanvi Pauja. What we are doing right now on the platform is that I know class 9 books are new, you're dealing a lot with math, science, because this time the competency level is quite higher, so you guys are dealing with that. So what for that we are bringing one-shot lectures facilitated by revisions. That means the same chapter in 30 minutes. So I uploaded the similar chapter, that is Shaping of Earth's Surface, already, and to be honest, I got a very good response from all the students out there. We have good views. Your comments are telling me that the chapter was very well understood to you. So I thought to bring up a practice session for that chapter. Just let me know, are you guys ready for the practice session? And say hi so I can understand that you guys are watching me right now and ready to solve the questions from this chapter. I'll give you a brief about the shaping of Earth's surface and then we will move. So, beta, this chapter is about Earth's surface. Like I always say this, class 7 similar to class 9, and then the class 9 will be similar to class 11. It happens with all the subjects, math, science, SST, with all the subjects, that the curriculum is quite similar with class 7th, 9th and 11. Right? So, beta, we already studied some of the concepts from this chapter. Right? In class 7, like we studied about how landforms are formed, we studied about the interior of the earth, we studied about the landforms exterior that are affected by the natural things like running water, wind, ocean, waves, currents, etc. I hope that you remember any of them. If not, I'll give you a quick revision and then we will move directly to the practice questions. Hi Lakshmi, how are you? Akanshi Sharma, hi beta, how are you? Shrishna Kepal, how are you beta? So, hello to everyone. I can see your comments. Are you prepared to start the session? I'll give you a brief about the chapter. Beta, so the chapter is about shaping of Earth's surface. See, when I talk about this particular topic, the Earth's surface is not same everywhere. Somewhere there are mountains, somewhere there are plateaus, somewhere there are plain areas, etc. Somewhere you find ocean beds, somewhere you find trenches, right? How they are formed. So basically, they are affected by interiors as well as exteriors of Earth's surface. When I talk about interiors, the interior of Earth's surface consists of 3 layers: crust, mantle, core. And if you are thinking I'll explain them in detail, beta, we studied this in class 6th and 11th. So talking about crust, outermost layer made up of land surface, mantle, thicker than the crust, it is made up of molten magma. Then we will go to the core, that is interiors, extreme interiors with very high temperature, very high pressure, right? So this is the interior of the Earth's surface. Now you might be thinking, ma'am, how it affects the formation of mountains? But it do affect. How? Because see, crust, the landform, mantle, the molten magma. The asthenosphere, the layer which consists of molten magma, above this the land surface is floating, right? Floating. And when the two land surface is floating, it either get collide with each other, diverge with each other, resulting into the formation of new landforms. Okay. Hi ma'am, please mention me. Hi beta. I cannot understand whatever your name is. Hi, I watch all of your videos. Thank you beta. Hope you like them. Hope you are you are managing to understand everything I teach in that videos, and do follow whatever the homework questions I am giving over there, whatever I am telling you particularly. So if you do so, you will see your result in class 9, and in case you need any help from my side, you can ask me for that too. Okay, so coming back to the chapter layers of Earth's surface, here it is. We'll go back to the questions directly. We'll not waste much of our time. I want your engagement. I want them you go and see that entire chapter first. Okay, then it will be more understandable to you. Ma'am, I really can understand. Thank you beta. Great to hear that it's quite understandable to you. So we on the same platform are going to come live daily, right? Daily we will be coming live. Now, like today I have live session for SST. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow we will be having live for science and maths too. So be connected with us beta. This channel is entirely the channel which teach you in English. So if the students are facing issues with the language, particularly that Hindi is not understandable to you or English is not understandable to you, so we are here with bringing what? Complete lectures in English. Ma'am, I really can understand. Hi Zara, how are you? Zara is saying hello to Akanksha ji. Akanksha ji, please respond to Zara. Now, so beta, what happens? The land surface is made up of various plates. Some are major, some are minor. Like if I talk about major plates like North American plate, South American, Eurasian, African, Indo-Australian, like we have very good example. When Indo-Australian plate move northwards, the Eurasian plate was moving southward. They collided and led to the formation of which mountains beta? The Himalayan mountains. Getting my point? So this is how the movement of the Earth's surface matters, and this is because of what beta? This is because of what we can say crust, mantle and core. That means the interior of the Earth. Okay? And this is known as theory of plate tectonic. Ma'am, upcoming. Okay, get it, Zara. Hello, Zara. Ma'am, will our exam be open book? No, who told you that your exams are going to be open book? Nothing like this came particularly. Up till now, I heard nothing like that. So, no open books. Types of plate movement. Beta, what happens? See, on the land surface, there are major plates and minor plates. When two plates diverge with each other, do you know what is divergence? That means separating from each other. What happened? It leads to the what beta? Formation, right? It leads to the formation of or we can say destruction, particularly of a landform. When two plates collide with each other, converge with each other, it leads to the formation of new landform, that is mountains. Or it can be there is formation of no landform, no destruction, thus the transform movement of the plates. Like if give you best example beta, see. These are two plates. These are what? Two plates, land plates. They are floating over the molten magma. They are floating over the molten magma. When they converge with each other, see, coming close to each other, what happen? A mountain type of structure will form. These are known as fold mountains. A new landform is formed. Similarly, these plates can move away from each other. This is known as divergent movement. We have one more movement when the plates are like moving like this. Transform movement, in which no landform is formed or not is destructed. So this is one topic from this chapter you have to read nicely. Then we have weathering. What is weathering? What is weathering beta? In this chapter, weathering means process in which rocks are broken down into pieces. Okay, process in which rocks are broken down into the pieces, but the main important thing, in that place only. It is in that place only. Getting my point? Okay, then we have erosion beta. What happens in erosion? Those weathered rocks that were broken into pieces now get transported from one place to another. One place to another. How? With the natural agents like water is bringing those sediments, wind is bringing that sediments, etc., etc. This is what I taught you in the entire chapter. These are the agents of degradation. Then we have to study about major landforms of the earth, beta. Right? In the major landforms of the earth, we have mountains. We know that. Like in India, what are the names of different types of mountains? Like beta, Himalayan mountains. Pay attention that. Like we have what? We have Himalayan mountains, Aravalli, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, Satpura, Vindhyans. Very good. Then we have river plains formed by the river. Sediments brought down by the rivers like northern plain of India, the fertile land of India. Then we have plateau, tabletop Deccan Plateau formed out of volcanic eruption in India. So these are the examples of major landforms that are formed on the earth's surface. Getting my point? Again, this particular live is to practice the question. I am just giving you a review of the chapter. You can go watch my video for the one shot, and tomorrow on the same platform the chapter's revision is also going to be uploaded. Okay, what's the meaning of your name? Swarna, that means precious girl. Okay, yes, unique Swarna, great. Chalo, moving further, see, there are mountains. There are three types of mountains in the world, right? There are fold mountains. Do you know how the fold mountains are formed? When two plates collide with each other, I just told you the example, fold mountains are formed. When two plates diverge with each other, this becomes the mountains, and here this is the valley. These are known as block mountains. And the mountains that are formed out of volcanic eruption, like Mount Fuji in Japan. So these are the examples. We have plateaus formed by tectonic uplift, that means movement of plates, and by volcanic activities. Similarly, we have plains, valleys, deserts, and then we have coastal landform, and the last topic in this chapter is beta, natural disasters. Okay, this is the brief of the chapter. Now I can see a lot of students watching me right now chatting with each other. Let's stop that. Why? Because we are going to practice the question from the chapter, that is shaping of the earth's surface. Are you guys ready for it? Tell me in the comment section, give me a thumbs up. Are you guys ready for this? Let's start the quiz section or not? Okay, can we be friends here? Friendship zone is going on. Arey bhai, solve the questions first. Come on, let's start. I know that your vacations are going on and you are having like a mood that is chill, pill, enjoy. But let's gradually understand the chapters, the basics of the chapter during this time, so that when your school reopens, you are pretty confident sitting in those class. Okay, I got one thumbs up at least. Okay, now moving to the first question. Which layer of the earth is the outermost layer? Tell me, easy answer it is. The questions I have put today are quite easier. However, we will complete all the basics of the chapter particularly. So, which layer of the earth is the outermost layer? Is it mantle, core, crust, or inner core? So, four options are in front of you. Let's see. Basically, if I talk about the earth, this is how the earth looks like. Right? Let's take a piece of or slice of pizza and understand very nicely what actually we are talking about. This is the center of the earth, and we will look only this part of earth. The question is, which layer of the earth is outermost layer? Beta, there are three layers on the earth's surface. The outermost layer, right? Outermost layer, which either have land surface or the ocean surface, is referred as. Anyone with the answer? Very good. We have Akanshi and Zara with the answer C. Yes, the outermost layer is beta crust. Very good. Then we have mantle, that is molten magma wala, right? Molten magma, which we call as beta magma. And inside we have core. Core is divided into outer core as well as inner core. Outer core as well as inner core. If I ask ask you a question, which among this core, outer or inner, is found in its liquid form, what will you answer? Answer me right now. Again, I'm repeating the question. Among the outer core, right, or the inner core, which among the following is liquid? Which among the following is in liquid form? Think about it, right? It's quite easy. When we go deep to the earth's surface, the temperature increases. By that, judge it. Judge which one has the liquid quality. Okay, meanwhile you are thinking about this, and we are moving to the second question. Which layer of earth is mainly composed upon iron and nickel? So, now the question is, which layer of the earth is mainly composed of iron and nickel? Option is A, crust, B, mantle, C, outer core, or inner core. What do you think? What do you think is the correct answer to this question, beta? Tell me. Now this is confusing one, because here detail is there, right? Anyone who can answer this question? Arey bhai, here chats are going on. My sister is not there, hence I am talking. Phone nahi milta. Oh my god. Swarna, I also got your ID now. Can I follow you? Okay, so now basically here iron and nickel, they are referred as Nephi, right? We particularly call it Nephi. Okay? So we call it Nephi, iron and nickel, which is basically present in core. But when I ask you the question that it is in inner core or it is in outer core, so you have to answer it inner core, because the outer core is in what? Liquid form, the question that I asked you. Someone is answering B as the correct option. Beta, B is mental. No, B is not correct here, right? Nephi, that means the composition of the core is made up of what? Iron and nickel. It is core as the correct answer, and particularly inner core as the more correct answer. Okay, get it? Now, next question right in front of your screen. Which of the following is an example of an endogenic factor? That means the internal factor, right? Guess it, then we will discuss about endogenic and exogenic forces. Now, wind, earthquake, river action, or rainfall, right? No, ma'am. Why can't I follow you? So, wind, earthquake, river action, or rainfall. What do you think is the correct answer to this question? Fine, the question is about which of the following is an example of endogenic forces. Endogenic forces. So beta, the landforms particularly, or what I can say that because of the movement of the earth, we know that there are two movement of earth. Either the earth is rotating, okay, rotating on its own axis, or the earth is revolving around the sun. Because of these two movements, there are two types of forces applied on earth. One is endogenic forces. Endogenic forces, the forces applied inside the earth, like in the crust, mantle, and core. However, there are exogenic forces too, like on the earth's surface, forces applied by natural agents like running water, rivers, winds, vapor, winds, etc. I'm getting your answers as B. Let's see which is correct. Yes, because what is earthquake? See, wind is outside the earth surface, becomes the exogenic force. River action outside the earth crust. Exogenic force, rainfall, same. But earthquake is trembling of the earth, shaking of the earth because of the plate movements from the interiors of the earth. So option B is correct here. To the students who are giving me the correct answer, applause for you. Very good. Next question. Which of the following is not an agent of erosion? Which of the following is not an agent? Yes, Lakshmi, it's B as correct. Very good. Which of the following is not an agent of erosion? Option A, wind, river, glacier or sunlight. Very easy. I have put here the easiest questions for the day because we are just in the learning phase waiting for NCRT. But we should clear all our basics with the help of these MCQs. What happens sometimes? This chapter particularly creates a lot of confusion. Right? Because what happens, there are small nitty-gritties which we have to understand thoroughly. Now the question here in front of you is, which of the following is not an agent of erosion? Do you understand? First, for this, we have to understand what is actually erosion. What is actually what, bacha? Erosion. So, what is erosion? Meanwhile, I am telling you the definition. You guys tell me the answers. Beta, erosion is a process. What is erosion? Erosion is a process in which what is happening? In which weathered rock. Now, what do you mean by weathered rock? The rock that's being broken, right? Broke away. So, it is a process in which weathered rock get transported, right? Get transported from one place to another. Right, get transported from one place to another, and this is known as what? Erosion. But this transportation is happening with the help of all the natural agents, like which can have the capacity to hold that sediments. And what are the elements? Yes, wind is having a capacity. Wind is bringing along with them the particles too, na? Rivers too, glaciers too, but does sunlight has the capacity? No. Sunlight do not move any sediments. So, sunlight do not have any influence impact on erosion. Getting my point? So, this is the correct answer. D is the correct answer to the question right in front of your screen. Option B, no beta. Here, D is correct, okay? Getting my point? Here which is correct? D is correct. Chalo. Next question. The Himalayas were formed due to, I told you this example, right? And here the question is, the Himalayas were formed due to, option A, divergent plate movement, transform plate movement, convergent plate movement, or D, that is volcanic eruption. What do you think is the correct answer? See, we have lot of mountains, Vindhyan, Satpura, Aravallis, Himalayas, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, and all of these mountains are formed because of any of the activity. Right? Any of the activity particularly. Right now the question is about Himalayan mountain, the easiest one. So, anyone who can answer me, because I just told you in the class, the Himalayan mountains are formed out of. So, basically what happened na, here there is a plate that is Eurasian plate. Okay, Eurasian plate that covers the land surface completely of Europe as well as parts of Asia, like the parts of Russia, China, northern part of India, etc. And in the south we have Australian plate, Indo-Australian, because it includes part of India also, Indo-Australian plate. Beta, you have to understand this is Earth. Okay, this is Earth. Some millions years ago, pay attention to this, certain millions years ago, in the Earth's surface, there was only land. There was only land. It was referred as Pangaea. It was referred as Pangaea. Around that land, it was surrounded by water, only water, and this water was referred as Panthalassa. What it was referred as Panthalassa. Now what happened? This land surface divided into two parts. This land surface divided into two parts. The northern one is known as Laurasia and the southern one is known as Gondwana. Later on, it broke down into more plates, which we call as major plates. Among these major plates, there are two more plates. They are Eurasian plate and Indo-Australian plate. And you might be thinking, ma'am, from Himalayas where you took us. So basically, I was explaining you how these plates are formed, right? When this Indo-Australian plate was moving northwards, when this Indo-Australian plate was moving what bacha? Northward, and Eurasian plate was moving southward, they both converged to each other. They both converged to each other, collided and led to the formation of the great Himalayan mountains. So how they are formed? Because of this convergent plate movement. I hope now the entire theory behind the formation of Himalayan mountains is clear to all of you. Arpit, hi, how are you, beta? So, this is the objective of the class, to make sure that you understand the basics with the help of these MCQs. Next question. Next is, which landform is created when a meandering river changes its course and cut off a loop, forming a crescent shaped body of water? Very, very interesting. In class 7th, we studied this multiple times. Options are delta, sandbar, horseshoe, or oxbow lake, or floodplain. Let me tell you what happened now. So there are soft rocks as well as hard rocks. Because of that soft rocks and hard rocks, sometimes we see that river flows in this shape. River flows in this shape, and this shape is known as meandering shape. That means round and round and round and round. Now, in this shape, what is happening? As this flow is made over here, this meandering flow is made over here. In this meandering flow, very good, I'm getting your answers. River is also flowing. Now, this river along with them brings what, beta? Along with them brings the sediments. Sometimes these sediments get deposited a lot over here. Okay, like the sediments are depositing over here, the sediments are depositing over here, and this particular landform separates away, forming a crescent shape what? Lake, that is known as Oxbow Lake or Horseshoe Lake. Exactly, Lakshmi, your answer is very correct. Akanshi, your answer is also correct. Exactly, you guys are correct, that when in that meandering river shape, when a crescent shaped body filled with water separates away, it is known as what? Oxbow Lake. Very good to all the students who are giving the correct answers. Next question. Which feature is formed by the depositional activity of wind in desert region? Again, very easy. Which feature is formed by the depositional activity of wind in desert region? Quick answer this, beta. Sand dunes, sea cliff, moraines, or V-shaped valley? Lakshmi, you want the slide? See, right now you can see that there is a download free session PDF written in the description box. When you will see this description of the live session, you can get all these PDFs or PPTs from there. So I've provided that already. You guys can go and avail it for free. Now answers, I'm getting A as the answer from Lakshmi and Akanshi. Sand dunes, yes beta, depositional activity. So what is depositional activity, beta? When those small sediments, because of the natural factors like wind, water, etc., transported from one place and get deposited to another. So when these sands form small mountains and get deposited, these are referred as sand dunes. These are referred as what, bacha? Sand dunes. So this is correct. Sea cliff is particularly formed because of ocean waves and currents. Okay, ocean waves and currents. Like for example, this is an ocean, and in this one pillar type structure is formed. This is known as sea cliff. And V-shaped valley, you guys are aware about V-shaped valley, right? Are you aware about that? And if I talk about moraines particularly, wait. Right, so if I talk about moraines particularly, so these are deposited because of glaciers. These are deposited because of glaciers. So sand dune by wind is the correct answer. Very good, you guys gave me the correct answer over here. Next is about tectonic plate floats on. Easy one, very easy one. That's core crust, semi-molten, mantle, or ocean floor. We have an more correct answer to this, I'll tell you. But core, crust, semi-molten mantle, or ocean floor? What do you think? What do you think is the correct answer to the question? Tectonic plate floats on. So we know that Earth's surface is like a wave. Here it is core. Here it is core. Then we have mantle. Okay? Then we have core. Crust. Crust. So tectonic plates are the part of crust. They floats on what? Molten mantle, semi-molten mantle. So this entire mantle is not semi-molten, it is in molten form. But the topmost layer of this mantle, pay attention, this topmost layer of this mantle is in semi-molten state. Semi-molten state, which is also known as asthenosphere. Which is also known as asthenosphere. Do remember that. And the tectonic plate floats over it. So you guys are answering D? Beta, no. D is not the correct answer. Lakshmi, Akanshi, tectonic plates are not over ocean floor. Pay attention. They are floating over molten magma. I hope this picture is clear to you. I'll give you a more brief answer about ocean floor. Why? Beta, pay attention. So this is earth crust. Pay example. This is earth crust, right? What it is, beta? This is earth crust. Now to be more precise, earth crust is made up of land surface, right? Earth crust is made up of land surface. Very good. But in that land surface, somewhere there are land, that is mountains, plateaus. But somewhere there are oceans. Beta, but you will go beneath the oceans. What do you find? Do you find the land only? Yes. So basically, the entire earth crust consists of land area only. But in that land area, somewhere there is the uplifted, where the depth of the earth crust is less. Where the depth of the earth crust is less, oceans are there. Because in this depth, what happened? Water filled basically. So whenever the depth is more, this is land surface. Whenever there is, but inside what is there? It is crust only. That means land only. Pay attention to that. Okay. Hi ma'am, I am Aru. Hi Aru, how are you? So Akanshi, Lakshmi, is that point clear to you? That the tectonic plates are not floating over ocean floors. They are floating over asthenosphere, that is in semi-molten state. Get it? Which grade is this? This is 9th grade particularly, bacha. This is 9th grade and we are studying the second chapter of SST. That's shaping of Earth's surface. Okay? Chalo. Next question is, where do rivers typically form a triangular deposit of sediments known as delta? Answer to this is quite important, easy. Where do rivers typically form a triangular deposit of sediments known as what? Delta. At the source of the river, source means from where the river starts. I'm giving you a answer. At the river mouth, now mouth where it meets the sea. What do we call river mouth? Where it meets to the sea. Okay. Then we have in the middle of river channel or in highland region. Answer this to me right now. Easy question. Great Akanshi to know that you understand it. Very good. Tell me, where is the delta formed? Where is the delta form? How are you, ma'am? I am very good. Aru, how are you, beta? How is your preparation going on? You started class 9 or you are waiting for schools to reopen? Tell me that. So, where do rivers typically form a triangular deposit of sediments known as delta? So, I will give you an example to understand this very nicely. And that example is about the great rivers of India. That is Indus, right? Ganga, Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. Beta, if we talk about Brahmaputra, if we talk about the sources of these great rivers, all these great rivers originate from the Himalayan mountains, right? Like if I talk about Indus near Mansarovar Lake, Brahmaputra near Mansarovar Lake, and then we have Ganga from Gangotri Glacier, right, in the Himalayan mountains and Uttarakhand particularly. Now, when we see this rivers, like if I talk about, this is the course of river Ganga and this is the course of river Indus. This is how Brahmaputra comes from northeast and merges with Ganga. So when these rivers, right, when these rivers are brought from this long area, along with them they bring a lot of sediments. Along with them, bacha, they bring lot of sediments. Gradually, the pressure of this river is decreasing. All those sediments which are brought by them get deposited here. Get deposited where? Here. And here, by here I means at the mouth, at the river mouth where the river meets the sea. And this is known as delta, which is in triangular form, which is in triangular structure. Okay, getting my point, beta? And do you know that river Ganga and Brahmaputra form the world's largest delta, which is referred as Sundarban Delta, which is referred as what? Sundarban's Delta, because of Sundarban's plant going over there. Ma'am, could you please tell about continental drift and also clarify about seismic waves, P waves and S waves? Okay, Anvita, so basically you're talking about continental drift theory. I just told you right now also, but I explained to you in detail and regarding P waves and S waves also. So we have P waves, S waves, L waves. Ma'am, I am an 11-year-old student of previously year. Hi Aru, I remember you. Now I remember you. Up till now I was not, but now I remember you. So, continental drift theory is a doubt by Anvita. Anvita, see, we did it in the class today itself, but I am going to recall it. Basically, it is assumed that, it's not assumed, it's like proven theory that some million years back, right, there was only a single land surface and water. Okay, what you see as different continents right now was just one single land surface. For example, this is a land surface, right, in the earth, and around this land surface all was water. Okay, this land surface was referred as Pangea. Okay, the water around it was referred as Panthalassa. Now what happened? Earth, particularly Earth as a planet, is having movements. Which type of movements? Two types of movement. One is rotation. That means it is rotating on its axis. You guys are aware about this. We studied in class 6. And also revolving around the sun. So because of this rotation and revolution, what happened? A force is applied on it. Because of that force, what happened, beta? This land surface divided into two parts because of the force. Now we will see that, pay attention, what happened now. This is earth crust. In this earth crust, it was divided into two parts. What was divided? The land surface. Continental drift. It was the northern part which was known as Laurasia, right? And the southern part which was referred as Gondwana. Getting my point? But this rotation and revolution still continued. When it still continued, it further divided into different what, beta? Different plates, like tectonic plates, which we consider as what? Planets. Sorry, continents, which we considered as different continents. And hence we call it as continental drift theory. Now the question is, ma'am, how was this continental drift theory proven? Because this sounds like something which we are thinking. No, it was proven because when you go and see this continents, you will see that it is a jigsaw puzzle. Like if you see South America and Africa, the borders of both of them are like jigsaw puzzle. If you go and join them, they are gonna join. Right? Second most important proof of it, that is, whatever are the fossils that are found in the west of South America are present in the east of South America. Getting my point? So these are certain examples to prove this theory of continental drift. I hope this point is clear to you. Okay, now because of this movements like rotation and revolution, there are waves, like because of the movement, whenever like we are speaking, there are waves. Similarly, when the plates are moving, what happens? These plates generate certain waves. The P waves are referred as primary waves, the waves which reaches the earth's surface at the first. Like if I talk about earthquake, what is earthquake? It is caused due to what? Trembling of the earth when two plates collide with each other. So when they are colliding with each other, the wave that, like with the help of seismograph, what are we doing? We are measuring those tectonic waves. Getting my point? And P is the primary one, then we have secondary as S waves, then we have L as love waves, etc. Getting my point, bacha? Tell me, is the continental drift theory clear to all the students watching me right now? Who was the person who asked me this doubt? It's what? It was Anvita. Anvita, is it clear, bacha? Okay, then we have, which of the following force in the earth's interior invisibly, right? Which of the following force work in the earth interior? It works in the earth, but we cannot see it. For obvious, inside the earth, we can't go and see that. So is it exogenic, endogenic, constructive, or gravitation? So gravitation is not inside the earth crust. There is no constructive force inside the earth crust. Exogenic is outside the earth crust. So B is the correct answer, that is endogenic forces. B is the correct answer over here. That is what, beta? Endogenic forces. Clear to all of you? Great. Then we have one more question. Which process does not involve in the movement of rock material? Okay, what are you guys doing? Not answering anything. What happened to you? Not interested in studying for class 9 or not interested in studying SST? What is the issue? So, which process does not involve movement of rock material? Is it erosion? Is it deposition, transportation, or weathering? No involvement in the movement of rock. I told you, right? I explained this topic to you. I understood, ma'am. Thank you. Welcome, Anvita. Welcome. So, the question is in front of you, beta, that which of the following do not involve the movement? So, we studied what is that process. See, in erosion, the material is transported. For sure, there is a movement. This is not the correct answer. Then we have deposition. By in deposition, what is happening? Deposition is happening, right? Again, it is related to movement. Transportation cannot be done when there is no mobility. So the correct option is weathering, because what is weathering? Weathering is a process, bacha. Process in which what is happening? Breaking up of rocks. Okay, breakup happens here. So breaking up of rocks at the same place without the movement of the rocks. What? Without the movement of the rocks. Clear to all of you guys here? So the correct answer to this question is D. Correct option to this question is D. Okay, great. Next question. Next question. Which process is behind the occurrence of endogenic event? So endogenic event is what? The events that is occurring inside the earth crust. So which process basically facilitates? Option A, plate tectonic, B, volcanism, C, earthquake, or that's metamorphism. Terminologies are different here. Hence you can get confused sometimes. So pay attention while answering. Which one is the correct answer to the question? Options are plate tectonic, volcanism, earthquake, metamorphism. Question is, which process is behind occurrence? So, see, here the question, word we need to focus is occurrence. If I talk about plate tectonic, by plate tectonic is movement of the plates, which leads to several other things. So, actually the occurrence is because of plate tectonic. Because volcanism is an effect of it, not occurrence. Earthquake is also an effect of it, not occurrence. And when we talk about metamorphism, it is in the change in the rocks basically because of physical change, chemical change, etc. So yes, Lakshmi, A is the correct answer to this question. Very good, well done. Doing great today. Which plains are fertile and suitable for cultivation? Tell me the correct answer. Which plains are fertile and suitable for cultivation? So I got the answer here. Delta, floodplain, flood levees, none of these. So beta, delta cannot be that fertile because a lot of sediments are there. Floodplain is the fertile area. Like alluvial plain formed in the northern plains of India. Alluvial plain, also referred as northern plains in India, are the most fertile region of India. These are the most fertile regions of India. Hai na? If we talk about flood levees, so when rivers, like whenever what happens, the water is more in the river, that the depth of the river cannot hold it. What happens? The sediments come out because of flood, and they in this basically corner of this river flow, they form small mountain like structure like this. These are known as flood levees. So here fertility can never be. Study, it's not beta, none of these. Floodplain is the most fertile region. Get it? Very good. Next question. Mushroom shaped rocks are formed mainly due to that. Now, what are mushroom shaped rocks? So, as it is the shape of mushroom, right? Similarly, such types of rocks are found. Now, where are these rocks found? And these rocks are formed because of what? River erosion, wind erosion, glacier erosion, or volcanic erosion? Easy one. Easy one. Tell me the correct answer to this question. Mushroom rocks are formed because of what? Because of what? Who is going to answer this? Very easy. Is it river, wind, glacier, or volcanic activity? So this activity is majorly found in desert region. In desert region, what happened? See, in desert region, the flow of wind is intense. Why, beta? The flow of wind is intense because there is so high temperature. High temperature is there. That means evaporation will be there. But what happened? Accidentally, there is no water. That means no moisture. So the winds lacks in what? Moisture, which decreases the what we can say weight of the wind, due to which wind is light and the pressure is quite high. And what happened? Intensely, when the winds are affecting this lower place of the earth's surface, the rock get deposited from here, forming what? Mushroom rocks, right? Get it? Yes. So wind erosion is the correct answer. Very good. Very good. Okay. So wind erosion is the correct answer. But eventually, bache, all the students come in my life. It's just the starting of the life. Hence, you can see less students. But gradually, students will be aware about that. Every day I'm coming live at 5 and there will be strength. I am pretty sure about that. This is starting of the session. Everyone is like a chill pill. So that is the reason. So which is the outermost layer of the earth we live in? Bhai, this is so easy. I'm not going to give you time to answer this because this is so easy. The question is outermost layer. Okay. So we studied this in starting in class 6 and class 7. Crust, mantle, core. So innermost is core. In between there is mantle. And in the outermost it is crust. So A is the correct answer. Is it? Agree with me? Great. भारत में कितने, what is this question? What is this question? Yes ma'am, thank you. I'll also come tomorrow. Great, I'll welcome you. Now, next question. Which method is used to study the earth interior by analyzing waves? Now, one question was there asked by a student about P waves, S waves. So, how do we study the interior of the earth by analyzing the waves? Is it by studying the earth's surface, by meteoroids, by earthquake waves, or by studying the ocean currents? What do you think? What do you think is the correct answer to the question right in front of you? Easy one, very easy. So I'll tell you, okay? This is our earth. Okay? This is earth. Now what happens whenever there is any movement inside the earth? That means there is any endogenic force in which either a continental plate is being divergent to each other or a continental plate is convergent to each other. Right? Because of this, there is movement in the earth. Like when we speak, how do voice reaches you? Because of those waves, sound waves. See, you learned in physics. Similarly, when the earth moves, how we know about that? Because of those waves. The waves that reaches to the earth's surface first are referred as P waves, or we call them primary waves. We call them what, beta? Primary waves. So, how do we study about the interiors of the earth, or how do we get the knowledge that earthquake is coming? Because of these waves. No. To whosoever is telling me that beta earth surface, reading the earth surface, we cannot tell about the interior of the earth. Right? So these waves have a role. Talking about meteoroids, not at all possible. Meteoroids are in the atmosphere. Ocean currents not having any role. So what is the correct answer? C is the correct answer to this. Okay, I know you are getting confused because the basics of the chapter are not clear. This was a live session where we dealt with MCQs. If you want to study this chapter entirely, I already uploaded a one shot on the platform. You just need to go and watch it. Getting my point? Chalo. Next question is, what causes tsunami? Continuous wave erosion, river flooding, earthquake in the ocean floor, or deep? Strong winds in deserts. I'm waiting for your responses because I want to know that you guys know this or not. Okay, so the question is again, what causes tsunami? What actually tsunami are? Ma'am, book will come, beta. See that CBSE is, I don't know what they are doing right now, because as per the information they provided us in the starting, the book have to be released. Like, this is the high time. This is not correct what CBSE is doing to us right now. You guys are eager. Like, if they planned to change the curriculum, they would have done it previously. They had the last year entirely to change the book. But we are not having the book, and they said that the book will be released in 15 to 20 days after science and maths. Up till now, there is no information regarding it. That is the reason we started teaching from whatever resource we are getting and from whatever information we have, bacha. Right? So, not sure about it. Hopefully, it will come in the month of June. Or in, like, by the end, let's expect it in the first week of June. I'm just expecting, I'm not sure again. So, Lakshmi is answering as C. Beta, what causes tsunami? Yes, whenever there is earthquake in the ocean floor, it causes tsunami. Very good. Anup, Lakshmi, you guys are aware about this. That's very good. Glad to know that. And here we end the question session for today. Again, I am telling you that we are here on the platform, beta. Pay attention. We are here on this platform particularly where we are teaching you what? Where we are teaching you, beta, entirely class 9th in English. You know the platform is Deeksha, Vedantu, CBSE English. Some of the students were asking for what? Some of the students were asking for the PDF. So in the description box, that session PDF is there. You can go and download. The complete chapter is there, not only the questions, because in the starting, we revise the chapter also. Like, this is the shaping of Earth's surface where the complete chapter and the PDF is there. So if you want to revise it, go do it. On the same platform, we are going to meet you right at 5 o'clock. Today it was SST class. Hopefully we will have science or maths in the upcoming days. Okay, so I will be waiting for you at the same time the next time. Hope you liked the session, hope you enjoyed it, and hope you will be there in my next class. Is it? So do you have any doubts, or we shall end the live for today, bacha? Hi Kapil, you're saying hello to Anu. Any doubts for today, or we shall end the class now? So I think that none of the student is having doubt. We'll meet you soon in the next live sessions. So with the next chapter. Now today we dealt with interiors of the earth. The next chapter in the sequence is atmosphere and climate. Whenever I come live for the next time, I am making sure that one shot will be uploaded on the same channel. Okay, one shot will be uploaded. So when you come and see my next live, beta, be prepared that you study that chapter already from the one shots and 30-minute revisions. Okay, do that practice. When will you conduct next class, ma'am? Lakshmi, my next class is basically in this week only, but that's for class 10 students. For class 9 students, I make sure that every Monday is my class at 5 o'clock. Every Monday, class 9th live will be there. My class will be there. Okay. So, every Monday, 5 o'clock for SST class, you have to come here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. No doubts are there. Bye-bye. Have a good day.